Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Social Marketing Academy. I am your host, Christopher Tompkins. Great topic today. We are going to be talking about social media metrics and pretty much why you need to care and what they are. It's so hard. A lot of people really struggle with this topic or completely look at it, think it's too difficult, have no idea what to look for, and just say, forget it. Well, I'm going to tell you today some of the metrics that you need to be focusing on in order to make your social media marketing campaign on any platform, Facebook, Twitter, LinkedIn, a total success. So if you are listening for the first time, what the Social Marketing Academy is all about, it is all about sharing information with you, our listeners. We want to be sharing information that is going to be educational, informative, and also engaging, because we want you to be able to listen to an episode and then go back into your company, look at your campaign, and see where you can use these tips and tactics, or just reflect on some of the ideas that we've shared and keep them in mind for possibly the future. So if you are new to the whole social media marketing world, welcome. Or if you've been around for a while, hey, I've probably seen you online. So I want to share a resource with you that I have on my firm, the Go Agency's website. My team and myself put together lots of really great educational material. And the reason I say it's great is because it's completely built altruistically for you. We want you to benefit from the information so you can be better online. So I want to help as many people as we can to harness the power of social media in a real way. Very direct. I like to be to the point. So check us out, thegoagencyusa.com. Once our website loads, click on the blog page. On the blog page, tons of great information, downloads, and links to our past shows. If you like this episode, which is kind of the essential guide to social media metrics, we have lots of other shows that are very complementary to this one. So make sure to take a look at the blogs and subscribe to our podcast. We're available everywhere podcasts are available, and also share us with anybody that you think would be relevant. And please give us a 5-star rating if you like. I appreciate it. So let's just jump into today's show. If you're new to tracking the success of a social media campaign, all of the jargon can get a little confusing. And if you're doing marketing and sales is full of jargon. What can I do? This is kind of the world we live in. And this is kind of a barrier to entry, I believe, because I've seen it just in clients and prospective clients that we've talked to. Even when I'm doing some one-on-one consulting or consulting with marketing teams, I find that the jargon is as soon as you put out one piece of the jargon, or the words that are used that they don't understand, there's a disconnect immediately. I don't want you to have that disconnect. There's very easy ways to navigate around this, because it's important to look at the metrics to determine how you can adjust and optimize your strategy. So if you're afraid of, I don't know what this word means, well, you're going to have to learn this language. Unfortunately, social media does have a language. But what you have to understand, the easiest way for you to understand the value of these metrics is to match them up with other metrics that you've used in the past. So if you're looking for traffic to your website, well, that's something that is that's the same. You know what I mean? If you're looking at that as a metric, how many visitors are you getting to your website? Very easy to check. So don't be afraid of these. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to go through some of the ones that I think are the most important ones for you to do. But let's before we start talking about metrics, one thing, I'm going to walk you through all the metrics that will be worth watching for you and your campaign. But I think it all does begin with establishing a goal. Okay. A goal, how to choose a goal for social media. So it's impossible to say always track these metrics, because the key performance indicators, which are the metrics that are relevant to your campaign, also we call them KPIs, will change depending on your goal. So the first step is in identifying your goal is to look at what you need. Let's say you want to see some additional revenue from your social media marketing strategy. You're looking to increase your sales, so you should focus on these metrics. So what we're going to do here is we're going to talk about the goals and we're going to match them to metrics. This way, it's not a whole bunch of scary definitions. We can kind of put them all together. So if you're looking to get more revenue as a result of your social media marketing campaign, the first one you want to look at is conversions. Now, when customers take a specific action to determined by your campaign, whether it be advertised content or just organic content meaning content that does not have advertising dollars behind it. So this could be downloading an ebook, signing up for a newsletter, making a purchase. For a sales goal, you want to track the number of people who click on your ad and make sure the purchase is absolutely vital. So for example, Facebook allows you to put Facebook, LinkedIn, Twitter, all these different social media platforms allow you to put a pixel into your website. I know this is a little different, so stick with me if you are just a beginner, and if you are more well versed, hang in there. So the pixel is a code that you put onto your website. Again, we have tons of information on the goagencyusa.com about pixels, so check it out. And what you're able to do is you're able to track people that go to your website, make a purchase, and then you will have that information. So if I'm spending $5 on an ad and one person clicks on the ad for the entire time it runs, and that person converts to a sale, that sale would have cost me $5 through a conversion. That's a customer acquisition cost. But that's conversion. So a conversion could be getting people to your website, making a sale, getting them to download your ebook, anything like that. There's lots of different actions. It could be just getting to your website page. Some firms use that as a conversion, that would be for visibility and branding, right? The second one is clicks. So they're exactly what they sound like. The number of clicks you get on ads and posts can increase your web traffic. So that means more people are browsing your site and considering making purchases. So there's lots of things there. Measuring these KPIs lets you see how to improve the number of sales that your strategy generates. So if you find that your posts or ads aren't being clicked on, then it's time to change things up, structure your post, and be more inviting to your audience, right? So how about if you're a new business? Well, if you're a new business, you've got a good product and a great team, but not many people know about you yet. So for your campaign, I'd suggest tracking the following. How about reach? Reach is the number of people who will see your post or ad. Focusing on reach is going to get the word out about your business and help you build your follower count. Now, reach really is important. So if you are new, you have a new product, or maybe you have a brand that's kind of plateaued, I would go into reach because you need to reignite that by reaching new people beyond your audience. Brand awareness is another one. How aware the public is of your business is what brand awareness is, right? So can these people recognize your name and logo? See, brand awareness is key to developing a following for your growing business. So this is a really good one as well. You want to be getting out there to make people. It's basically online PR, right? We want to own your idea in the front of the mind, with the category in mind. So it can take a long time, folks. But nobody can buy from you if they don't know who you are. A bigger audience will also make you more credible. So if a potential customer is weighing between your product and the competitors, the side that has a larger following will seem more trustworthy. And this is true. I have seen this time and time again. For example, if you were doing something healthcare related, for example, this is probably the most nail in the head example. If you have a healthcare related product or service, and you have a direct competitor that does exactly the same thing as you, and their Facebook page is slick, has great content that is not all salesy and pushy, that is engaging and is pulling people towards them, and has lots of engagement, has a good-sized audience, has a good profile picture and a cover image or whatever, all the branding's in place that's consistent across the board, and then your company does the same thing, maybe has better service, better reviews, better quality, but has 80% less audience, has pixelated images, no posts, misspelling and things, all of this counts against you. So it's good to really focus on creating that consistent brand if you're going to go towards brand awareness. Because in that case, if you are doing absolutely nothing and someone else is doing the most, they're going to get the most. So what about if you got a large audience? Well, good for you. I hope you didn't buy it. Well, then it's time to focus on quality. What good are 10,000 page likes if nobody is interacting with your posts? As you work on getting more interaction, I think these are the KPIs that you might want to focus on. These are some metrics that I believe are good. Actually, I changed my mind. I think there's one I would really focus on, which is engagement. The number of likes, comments, shares, interactions, retweets, that kind of thing your posts generate is what generates your engagement. A horde of followers is really great to have, but a smaller audience of people who are interacting with your content and in your brand is usually going to be more important. So I think that when evaluating the quality of your audience, or if you're doing a competitive analysis, your competitor's audience, what you want to do, engagement should be a major factor. Not only does the increased interaction on your post make your brand look better, it also shows that users are getting value from your content marketing strategy, which is what is most valuable. And also, if we're using a site such as Facebook, which is really, really challenging to get views, even if you have a large audience, if you are boosting your content through advertising on a site such as Facebook for engagement purposes, and you're still not getting it, and still no one's interacting with it, you need to go back and look at your content strategy. But here's the deal. If you weren't following that metric for engagement, you would never think to do that. See what I mean? It's really important to have metrics in mind so that you can then see how effective things are. And also, if you're spending the right amount of money. So, when it comes down to it, I think my takeaway here is that I want you to choose wisely, because everyone wants to have a better social media marketing strategy, but not everyone wants to put the work into finding ways to improve. You need to find the right KPIs that align with your goals, and then just really keep a close eye on them. Once you've identified trends across your chosen metric or metrics, however many things that you want to choose, you can do multiple metrics. It's not just one. You'll be ready to make an actionable plan to craft an even better campaign going forward. So I really do feel that it is a discovery journey. It's a journey of discovery, should I say, rather. When you are starting out, you might think, okay, number one thing I need to do is make money. So I'm going to just do sales. All my posts are going to be sales related. I'm going to do tons of advertising. It's going to be sales, 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 and I'm going to be a millionaire. No, that's not how it works. If people are interacting with your content, they're going to see a lot of different things. They're going to see what your page looks like. If you're placing an ad and you feel like no one's going to be clicking on your actual page, they're going to be clicking on your account and looking at what's going on. If it's a ghost town and you're doing these really flashy ads, it's a little bit of a juxtaposition and it seems a little bait and switch. So you want to make sure that your brand, your company, and your ethos is presented the correct way. There's lots of people out there that are looking to make a quick buck, and I do feel like social media is a challenging one for them to really get a lot of longevity with, because it builds over time. You're building relationships. So it's not like you're showing up at midnight to get all the people that just came back from the bars and the clubs and the restaurants on a Friday night, and you're trying to sell them something on an as seen on TV ad that they're going to immediately buy, and just on a whim. This is not how social media works. What we're doing is you're building engagement, you're building visibility, you're building your brand. Essentially, like I said before, it is online PR. So it's going to elevate your status to a point where you are able to get those sales. And also, there's lots of tools that are going to help you to retarget these people once they interact with your content. So there's lots of really great ways for you to build your brand. So I hope that these are just kind of it's a great primer course for you on the metrics associated with what kind of outcomes that you want to get for your business and how they kind of work all together. So this is just the beginning. There are tons of different metrics, but I do feel like this is kind of this is ground zero. This is where we need to focus on. So if you have not created any KPIs or any metrics, or you're not measuring anything, this is a great place to look. I'm going to put up a blog related to this to the GoAgencyUSA.com blog page. all about the key metrics, the essential guide to social media metrics. It's going to be available, so you can check it out just as a reference tool if you want to go back. And also, you can always listen to this episode again, and where I cover these different metrics. But again, the goagencyusa.com. Click on the blog page, and the title of the blog is going to be The Essential Guide to Social Media Metrics. While you're there, I've got some downloads. We have an e-course, the episodes of the Social Marketing Academy. So there's lots of information there. All of it completely no strings attached. So just download it, enjoy it, and make yourself even more stronger as a social media marketer. All right, folks, if you have any questions for me, please visit me online, thegoagencyusa.com, like I told you a million times. We have tons of information there. Click through, get in touch with me via social media. I'm available at any time. If you have any questions, make sure to ask. Also, we have some other great shows in this November month that are tied to this type of topic, so make sure that you listen to everything around this episode on iTunes, Stitcher, Overcast, and everywhere else that podcasts are available. Give us a 5-star rating and share with your friends, folks. Christopher Tompkins for the Social Marketing Academy, and we'll be talking to you very soon.